The story is based off the Fable comics by Bill Willingham. The game takes place in Fabletown, a community within a 1980s New York, consisting of legends from fairy tales and folklore after they were forced out of their original homes. They use magical charms called glamours to disguise themselves as humans or mundies. The Fables that can't afford to disguise themselves are sent to the farm, a hidden area in Upper New York. The game opens with Bigby Wolf, whom was once the Big Bad Wolf, now the sheriff of Fabletown, answering a domestic dispute called in by Mr. Toad. After warning Toad about wearing glamours, Bigby stops the woodsman from beating up Faith, a prostitute from the Pudding and Pie. After the fight, the woodsman escapes and Bigby gives Faith money to show to her boss.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Back at home, Snow White arrives and brings Bigby outside, where Faith's head is found laying at his doorstep. Using the magic mirror, they discover that Faith is the fable known as Donkey Skin, a fable able to disguise herself as other people. Their investigation has them running into the twins Tweedledee and Dum, who knock Bigby out after he realizes that they're connected to the death of Faith's husband, Prince Lawrence.
You almost looked peaceful.
It's also clear that Bigby and Snow White like each other, but they both pretend they don't.
You're
I wish
doing a
there was-
really...
After splitting up with Snow White and visiting Holly's bar downtown, Bigby is able to arrest the woodsman. He also learns that Holly's sister Lily has been missing. On his way back to the office with the woodsman, Bigby finds Snow White's head at his doorstep just like Faith's, and he's arrested for questioning by the Mundy cops. While being questioned, Crane, the mayor of Fabletown, uses a memory wipe spell on them all and helps Bigby escape. They go on to question the woodsman before Snow White shows up, much to their confusion. A relieved Bigby and Snow White go to question the Toads about a dead body before they examine Snow White's head, which is revealed to be a glamored troll, Lily, who's Holly's sister. Following a lead to the Pudding and Pie where both Lily and Faith had worked, Bigby is told by another prostitute, Narissa, that she can't help because...
These lips are sealed.
But she is able to help him get a room at the Open Arms Hotel, where Beauty conveniently works the front desk. She helps Bigby find Lily's room, where it's discovered that Crane has a strange crush on Snow, and is possibly the killer. Crane is able to see the revelation through the mirror, and he breaks it before stealing a piece and leaving. An angry Bigby rushes to Snow White while she speaks at Lily's funeral, and Bigby lets her finish the service, but is jumped by the Tweedles who attack the group. After getting patched up, Bigby and Snow split up to track Crane. Bigby goes to Holly's to search Lily's things and then the Tweedles' office. At the office, Bigby learns about the Crooked Man, a fable that a lot of other fables owe money, including a witch that makes black market glamours. Bigby is able to meet Snow at the address, where they confront the witch about making the glamours for fables that can't afford the real deal from the government. Angry, Snow White demands Bigby burn the witch's tree that makes the glamours, but Bigby refuses, knowing that some fables have to rely on the witch. They learn that Crane is at the Pudding and Pie to make the girl's curse be removed so that they can admit that he's innocent. Bigby and Snow White catch up and arrest him for embezzlement, but Snow doubts that he's the actual killer. While leaving with Crane in custody, the three are cornered in an alley by Bloody Mary and the Tweedles. Bigby is gunned down until he transforms and beats the Tweedles, but he refuses to kill Dum, showing Snow White that he really has changed since his past. But while his back is turned, Bloody Mary shoots him with a silver bullet and leaves with Crane and the Tweedles. Dr. Swinehart is able to patch Bigby together, and after a heart-to-heart with Snow, he leaves to talk with Narissa, whom once again gives him another lead. From the Beauty and Beast, Bigby learns that they're both in debt to the Crooked Man and where he can follow up. Going to the Lucky Pond, Bigby and the Woodsman fight the Jersey Devil before he reveals how to find the Crooked Man through a rotating door. Bigby also follows another lead to the Butcher's, where he finds the missing shard of the mirror and gets back to Snow, so they can repair the mirror. After being wished luck by Snow, Bigby rushes to the moving door, finding all the Tweedles, Jersey Devil, Georgie, who's the Pudding and Pie's boss, and Vivian, one of the other employees of the Pudding and Pie, as well as the Crooked Man, whom welcomes Bigby. It's revealed that Georgie killed the girls under the Crooked Man's order, and when Bigby goes to arrest the Crooked Man, all of his people defend him while the Bloody Mary takes him away. Bigby is able to defend himself and follow after a dying Georgie. It's revealed that the Crooked Man made Vivian put the curse on all the girls, and she eventually kills herself to end it. Afterwards, Bigby mercy kills Georgie before tracking down the Crooked Man, where he has a final fight with the Bloody Mary. Bigby arrests the Crooked Man and takes him in, where they hold a trial with the Fables. With his guilt now determined, the town appoints Bigby to decide the Crooked Man's fate. Bigby decides to have the witch from before use a spell to make the Crooked Man into a crow, forever imprisoned.
Not what I was expecting.
Afterwards, Snow White takes over as mayor and Bigby gets busy being the town sheriff. He says goodbye to Narissa, whom admits she told Georgie the girls' plan to escape, which is why they were eventually killed. As she walks away, she tells Bigby,
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
revealing that she was Faith the whole time. Wanting more answers, Bigby chases after her and the credits roll.
I'll see you around.